Crafters TV. It's Wednesday, Debbie.
I know.
It's Hump Day.
Hump Day.
I know.
And lots of national days as well. We've just been discovering.
Loads of national days. Wobbly Wednesday is my favourite. It's always a wobbly Wednesday here at Crafters TV. I hope you're doing well. It's Christmas. Look, stockings are
amazing.
It's snowing outside. It's always snowing here in Newton Aycliffe. It seems to snow consistently out that window from now until about the 4th of January, which is always nice. It is Wednesday. There's loads coming up today for you. We've got a brilliant masterclass. We're going to be looking at all the wonderful products that are in that for you. And then we also have beautiful beginnings as well. And talking of beautiful, she's here with me, Debbie Robinson.
You missed the smooth talk,
in the hot seat.
I love it. Keep them coming.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Excited to be back, and I'm loving the setup. And do you know what? I've only just started getting back into Christmas, so to see Christmas right now, it's getting me in that festive mood, because it's only because grandkids have come that I've got back into it.
It comes in waves for me, Christmas. I have like a real whoosh, real festive whoosh, sort of about mid-November. And then that lasts through until about the second week of December. And I have a bit of an anti-Christmas 1 week where I'm like, I'm done, I can't stand it anymore. And then that's fine. Once we get that bit out of the way, then it's all downhill to actual Christmas and I have a lovely time.
I am now determined, having seen this Christmas tree behind me, that this year I am going to have a Christmas tree in the house, because it's been a while since I've had one up. A few years since I've had one up, since kids moved out, really, to be fair. So yes, I think I'm getting that Christmas Christmas spirit, get all festive. But we have got a great day.
Spirit is festive spirit.
I know, I'm trying to say it together, it just came out all wrong. But we have got a great day. One of my favourites that we've got in the masterclass later on is Creator Cards, which I absolutely adore. Feel like this one was made for me. And so we have got a great show lined up with that, including a little bit of what's the word when you repeat something? A little bit of a tease back into what Michelle launched yesterday, those gorgeous Colorable Creator Cards as well. But cute, loads more, and some very cheeky, sneaky deals as well.
Some really good deals. Some best ever prices coming up for you throughout the day today. Brilliant deal on the iris folding. Lots of you tuning in and saying hi. Marsha saying good morning from Essex. Hi, Marsha. Whereabouts in Essex are you? I'm an Essex boy.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah, originally. Audrey says, looking forward to another day of learning from this amazing team. Bethan is here as well. She's got a stew in the slow cooker. Can relax and watch Crafters TV for the rest of the day. Slow cookers are having a real resurgence, you know,
well,
Debbie.
yes, I bought myself one at the beginning of the year, hadn't used it, but dusted it off the other day, because I didn't even know you could do things like jacket potatoes in the slow cooker.
Yeah, pop it in the slow cooker.
I had no idea. And it is literally the best way to be using...
yes, the energy, isn't it? I mean, look, people that know me would know that I'm not the most organised person. So the concept of organising dinner before I've left the house or had my breakfast is a strange one to me, but I salute those that can do it. Who else have got here? Little Alicia says good morning. Ramona saying hi as well. Barb is in Oklahoma. Adriana is in San Antonio, Texas. She says, happy Dia de los Muertos. I get to wear my flower headband, getting ready for work. Is that Dia de los Muertos? We're going to have to Google that, aren't we? And find out what that is. It's not Day of the Dead, is it? That's called something else.
I'm not sure.
We will
What's the
find.
lady's name?
It's Adriana. Adriana, do let us know. Educate us, please. Blessed Crafter Tina Jolly is in North Carolina. Michelle Smith is in a very wet West Yorkshire. Lillian says hi in London. Who else got? Gillian's here in Antrim. Regina's in Buffalo. Lynn is in East Sussex as well. Jeffrey saying hi. There's loads of you. Right, a chatty bunch today. I love it. Jerry says good morning all from Southern Maryland as well. And Diane is in California. Marsha says Towie-land.
Oh, yes, absolutely, Towie-land.
It is Towie. For anyone that doesn't know, it's called The Only Way is Essex, Towie stands for. And it was let's say, a tongue-in-cheek look at the people of Essex, and it's a semi-reality programme. It was actually filmed in the next town along from where I used to live.
Oh, interesting
the people
fact.
are actually like that. Right, if you want to find all the great deals that are coming out today, head on over to the website. That is where you are going to find it all, because you will see all of the wonderful deals there. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu is where you need to go and find absolutely everything. Now we're going to have a very busy day, but a very fun day. I can sense it. We always have fun when Debbie is here in the studio with us. And we've got some brilliant deals. I'm going to kick off with, I'm going to go as far as say my pick of the day today. I think it is absolutely awesome value because the iris folding, you guys love this, and it was excellent, right? But it was maybe, when it was a full collection, it was a lot more of a considered purchase. £79 or $134 to get the 5 dies, and you actually get 6 of the 6x6 paper pads. I've got 5 here. You are going to get 6 of the 6x1 inch paper pads, sorry. But what you've got is the option to do iris fold. Now, iris folding is brilliant, but could be a little tricky. Now, what this does gives you the dies to cut the aperture, and then everything you need to do the whole thing. If you need to de-stress a bit, Debbie, like crochet, this is one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely perfect for de-stressing and getting yourself very zenned out because it's a really therapeutic kind of craft, and it is an old traditional craft that's being brought back with that modern day twist.
Yeah, it really, really has. So those are, that one there is your gift wrapped. You've got up, up and away. This one here is party time. They make great card fronts, these, and then you've also got glamour as well, and then you will get the paper pads that you need to go with these. You can use these paper pads to achieve this. We always talk about loads of different things, don't we? Old maps, newspapers, you can use. There's absolutely loads of stuff. You've got a £57 or $97 saving on this. I think at this kind of price, it's one of those collections. Either you're going to own it, you already own it, or you're going to be going for it today. $17.60 or $29.60 for platinum members. This one, Debbie. What a deal to kick us off on this hump day.
It's an amazing deal for an amazing craft. And I'm going to get producer Jamie, I'll let him do the maths. I'm going to give him a bit of time to work the maths out, because if you were in platinum club price, divide that up and see what that works out at.
5. So it works out to about £4 a collection, £4 for each of the dies and the pads. So a die and a pad, £4.
The pads and the die, oh my goodness.
Of each one works out about £4.
That is insane.
£4.50 actually, Debbie, yeah.
That's insane.
Isn't it?
That is really bad. And especially when you get results like these. Now, iris folding, I've said this before, it was a craft that I first started out with when it came to paper folding. And I love the idea that you've got that, almost like that lens of a shutter in the, your camera eye, where you create that lovely effect that folds in on itself. And these really are really cute designs. So you've got your lovely balloons, you've got that present. I mean, I just love that. You can see the effect instantly when you take a look at that. The butterfly, I love it because it looks psychedelic, that one. You've got the lovely up and away. There's one that I'm going to tackle first. And then my favourite, because I feel like that dress was designed for me, is that lovely glamorous collection there. And this really is an old art form, an old craft form, brought up to date with everything that you need to do it. Because it used to be, Joel, this is no
I remember having a go at this about 10 years ago, but I don't remember it being this easy.
Yeah, never this easy, because that's exactly what we've done. We've made it easy, because we've given you the dies to cut out your aperture, so that cuts out your aperture. You've got the extra little pieces there to do the decoration part with it as well, and you also have your template, where traditionally it used to be like a piece of paper that you had to cut out or print out and then work it, and then you literally 9 times out of 10, by the time you'd finished your paper, you threw it away. Well, you've got a template that's a permanent template on this. Now, all you need to do, Joe, is decide what you're going to use and what you're going to cut into an aperture.
Okey-doke.
So I've used some textured cardstock. I'm not going to run it through. You've seen us die cut a million times. We are going to be covering this later on in the Beautiful Beginnings show, which I probably will do from scratch. But I just want to show you how brilliant this is with that use of the template, because the template is what you just pop over. Now, I'm going to do it that way, Joe, because that's my textured, and I want my texture to be on the outside. So
is there one textured side, one plain side on textured cardstock?
Yes, it's less textured. Yeah, it's a more smoother finish, where the textured side, the linen side, has got a more distinctive. That's the right word I'm going to go with. Now I'm just going to pin that down because I don't want that template moving. So I am going to let me do it that way, and I'll stick it to me. Stick it to my desk. So let me just grab some low tack tape. What did I do with that low tack tape? Oh, there it is. There we go.
Zoe says, Joe, just think how your life would be if you'd been on Towie.
Ooh, completely different.
I can't imagine.
Would that be a good or a bad thing?
I don't know. I'd be a lot browner, wouldn't I? Be very orange. Probably have the same teeth, but...
I wasn't going to say anything, but I was. I was going to say...
Cheeky sausage.
Right, now let's start. Now you can see it's a numbered grid, and it's a really easy grid to follow because all you're looking for, first of all, is number 1. And then you've got all the papers in there as well. So I've already taken my papers and folded these, Joe. So what you're going to do is, and I always say fold them because you get a better detailed look on that iris folding when you use these. But what you're going to do is, this is when you'll need a bit of low tack tape as well, or you could glue it. Now the one that I've done, that I've got at the side of me finished, has been glued. But you can use your low tack tape and use scraps as well because you can tear into it. The fold of your paper or your chosen paper, because once these have gone, obviously we do sell them, but you can use any papers, any of your odds and sods as well. But I'm just going to start by simply tacking that down and at the number 1. Then I'm going to go to that number 2. I'm going to keep it in the same colour to start with, but the fold again goes to that line where the number 2 is, and then you're going to just again tack that down or glue it down. I know people have different ways of doing it. There's tacky glue that you could use, and I'm just going to pin that down for the time being. I say pin, I mean stick, because as you can see, 1 and 2 were there, but where's 3 gone? Well, it's up here. And this is all you're going to do. Now, I'm not concentrating on the bottom one, I'm just doing this top one to start with. And I'm going to just follow those numbers around. So number 3 up at the top, I'm going to take a different colour, and I'm going to go in with this lovely blue one. And then again, let me just grab all my tape, because I've got loads of tapes there. So again, I'm just going to place that over.
Also, Debbie, what a brilliant way! I know you've got a very capacious bit box, haven't you, Debbie?
I have indeed.
What a great way of using up scraps of cardstock. You know, because you only need an inch or a few inches by an inch in order to use this. All those little bits that you struggle with. You know, the bits you keep and you think, I'll cut a tiny, tiny sentiment out of those, and you never ever do.
Yep.
This is gonna definitely help you get through that.
It will do indeed, believe you me. And that's why I don't throw anything away, and I know there's a lot of us out there that don't. I'm one of those believers of recycling and things like that. So again, Joe, all I'm doing is I'm just going to stick these pieces down for the time being.
Now, if you've already got the dies, Debbie, and the stencils, then we've got a great deal for you as well, because the pads on their own, you can get the 6 pads that accompanied this, and you can get them for half price today. So they're £15 or $30, down from £30 or $60. Actually, do you know what? If you really do love the idea of this and you're thinking, gosh, I really want to make loads of those, with that look, you're saving £57 or $97. Take £15 of that or £30 of that and buy yourself an extra paper pad, set of the paper pads as well, because this is a clearance price, so once they're gone, they will be gone. You can use any of your cardstock you've already got, but lovely to have an extra set.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it is, Joe. And they've been perfectly sized. I remember doing the launch with these, and they are perfectly sized to work with the template, with the aperture, with the die, sorry, and you just fold them in half. It just makes life so much easier. You're not having to worry about anything, and you can see. And I'll just carry on, Joe. I'll let you do some talking.
Absolutely.
Because I get a little bit lost.
Cheryl, you don't need to invite me, Debbie. Cheryl says, I'm in the Christmas spirit. I usually decorate Thanksgiving weekend, but I want to do it now. We bought new ornaments to the tree this year. Ours were a little bit old and tattered.
Yeah,
I bought a beautiful felted little Christmas decoration.
Have you?
With a bee on it for my favourite little man in the world, Barney, who's a friend's little boy.
I saw your pictures this
I went into this shop the other day, Debbie.
Yes.
I'm going to say what it was called. It was called Anthropology. I'd never heard of them. I'd never been in one before.
Is this a
but
new,
they sell
shop?
Loads of little sort of, not crafty bits, but crafted bits, I would say. So had lots of lovely, like, felt Christmas decorations that were all done. It was really cute, lots of really lovely bits. So I got it from there. Sandra's Molly all from Powys, late to the party, but too busy playing with birthday party goodies.
Oh, I've got to say, I've been seeing lots of posts about people with their
loads of you.
Yeah, with their purchases.
Yeah,
over
loads
the
of you doing
birthday.
that.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm not in Manchester today, Debbie, because Kate, who keeps a mini by her bed McQueen, says, hello from freezing cold Manchester. I'm rearranging my craft space today. Send help. How cold is it in Manchester? It gets bitterly cold there, Debbie.
Well, I said to you, when I left home, it was cold, but when I got out the car up here, oh my days, I thought we were going to get frostbite. It was that cold.
I think, because where you are, like likewise where I'm quite high up, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
It is very, very chilly.
Yeah, very
Adriana
chilly.
says, Joe, you are correct. Dia de los Muertos is Day of the Dead.
Oh, you were right.
It's actually a whole week. They have one day for pets, another for children. Today is a traditional day. People clean tombstones and like gather at cemeteries.
Oh.
But they also have, I think, like Day of the Dead parades and stuff as well, don't they? It's sort of I guess it's very similar to our Halloween celebrations. So obviously takes on a different meaning. Val says, hi Joe and Debbie, looking forward to seeing today's demos. Val in Southampton. Who else we got? Jerry said, oh, Jerry's in a bit of trouble, Debbie.
Uh-oh, why?
One of my orders was delivered yesterday. My husband found it on the driveway. Oops, I thought you weren't buying any more craft stuff, he said. I said it was a birthday celebration and I got free gifts. Busted, she's put at the end of it. There you are. I mean, what sort of promise was that? I'm not going to buy any new craft stuff. I think you need to make the promises a little bit more achievable. That would help. I'm not going to buy any more craft stuff. And they just say very quietly. They just say very quietly, today, darling, just out of earshot. So you know. Achievable. Julie says, good morning, sweet and lovable Joe. And Debbie, you make my day every day learning and crafting.
Oh,
Isn't that
do you know,
nice?
and that's what I love about being here. And we get to call this work. It's the most enjoyable work. Oh, I think I've missed my number 13 now. Hang on a minute. Look at me telling you to follow the numbers. It's a bit like paint by numbers, and I've completely missed that one out. How did I manage that, Joe?
Oh.
But yeah, I love doing what we get to do every day, and it's just a joy. And I'm hoping that we get to see lots of people. Maybe send some pictures in if you've already got this.
So actually,
please don't be upset with us though about the the very reduced price, because it's an amazing deal. Perhaps you've been sat on that fence and thinking, I'm not really sure it's for me. Well, today might be the day for you.
Get off
with
the
that
fence.
Incredible price that we've got on today. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it won't hang around at this as well. We don't have as many, anywhere near as many of these as we would like. Adriana says, my kinder students or kinder students, kindergarten, isn't it, who wouldn't eat the Day of the Dead bread. They thought it was made from dead people. It was hilarious. Luckily, no one missed out. A baker does it in the shape of a person. Yeah, that's not nice, is it?
That's hilarious.
Kerry Papanou says, good morning from Minot, North Dakota, Joe and Debbie. It's great to wake up with you two this morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I love it. I keep forgetting it's still early in different parts of the world, whereas it's approaching dinner time for us here in the UK. And I keep forgetting. Yeah, I love it. I love that we're so international as well, Joe. I think it's amazing.
International.
And I love when you share your makes and your stories. I love the kindergarten one. I think that's amazing, that one. Now, can you see it all coming together, Joe? I'm just following that around.
Yeah,
and I'm making...
very simple, very straightforward, isn't it?
Really
straightforward. But actually, one of those things, a really nice sort of mindful thing to do, because it is quite cathartic. You can really just focus. It's one of those things you can really switch off. Who else got? Lynn says, I bought the monthly craft kit to try the Iris Follow the Folds first time, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Blessed Crafter Tina Jolly is loving your nails, Debbie.
Oh, thank you very much.
They are gorgeous.
I did them especially for birthday.
Kathy C says, oh no, Hubs now wants to go for a walk in the rain. Does he not know Crafters TV is on?
And does he love walking in the rain? I couldn't think of anything worse personally myself.
No, well, just walking generally, really, Debbie.
Oh, I love walking. It's just the rain.
I'd rather get a cab.
You get
Carol 16 says, I like iris folding. It's so relaxing. I have the balloon, the dress, and the champagne bottle, and I love them. They are really, really cute. You're getting almost a whole collection here as well. I think we launched 6 sets of these. We've got 5 of them in stock. We do have all 6 sets of the paper, and you will get 6 paper sets in here. Remember, if you do already have these, maybe you want to stock up on those papers. They are available on their own. They're £15 or $30, I think, aren't they, on their own?
And do you know what I'd like to know? Those people that have got these, how do you fasten yours at the back? Do you use tape? Do you use glue? Let us know, because I'm interested. Like the one that I did at home, I actually used my tacky glue. But you can use any type of adhesive to hold this down. And all we're doing is just following that pattern around. We're going for, it's like literally painting by numbers, but with paper. Just make sure if you are using like a low tack, not to go over onto the inside of it, because it does affect it, like I can see it's doing that one. So I'm just going to pop that back onto there, remove that.
Question coming from Kelly Jones. She says, I have a question. I got the shimmer inks. I noticed the case is a fly's eyelash deeper than the water reactives. Will they still fit in the Spectral Night ink trays?
Yes, they will.
They do, Debbie, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yes, yeah. I've just done mine because I got mine over the birthday because I had to have them. They weren't something I was missing out on, yeah, they fit into our trays perfectly. Yeah.
Brilliant.
And I know Craig will tell you the same because I've seen Craig's craft room and he's got his already in there. That's where I took the inspiration from to get myself all sorted.
Peggy Sue, wasn't that a song?
That Peggy Sue,
my Peggy
Sue.
Sue. Who sung that? I don't know. Was it Elvis?
No, is it Billy? Is the one that Buddy Holly? Is it Buddy Holly?
Buddy Holly, that sounds right,
Buddy
Debbie.
Holly. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Peggy says, good morning from Minnesota. I had tried this years ago and it was so frustrating. This collection is so well thought out. It does really simplify it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's what I said. It's the traditional craft formula, an old one that we've brought back but made it more modern. And as you can see, I'm just making this up now. I'm just going to continue with that one because I'm nearly there, Joe. And I'm just going to continue to just hold that
Zoe Carver says, Debbie, I loved your Halloween costume on Hobby Maker the other day.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think I saw it, Debbie. What was it?
It was a dress that I'd got that has got like moons and stars on, and it was black. And then I had a witch's hat. I'd got myself a witch's hat with cobwebs all over it.
Nice.
So yeah, didn't put the makeup on. I didn't want to go all too scary. You know, you've got to remember, not everybody. I mean, I get spooked. My cousin did a fancy dress and he put some black contacts in. If I'd have bumped into him in a dark alley, I'd have been terrified. So I'm always conscious not to go too scary.
Did anyone see Heidi Klum's fancy dress?
She was a what?
She went as a worm.
Pardon?
Honestly, Debbie, you've never seen anything so incredible in your life.
A worm? Why would you go with... Well, I mean, I suppose fancy dress is fancy dress. But a worm? You're going to have to show me, Joe. I'm telling you, I don't think I've seen. Well, I definitely haven't because I haven't been watching any news or anything like that. But yeah, I do love to see people in the dress-ups. What the? What?
Look.
What? That is disgusting.
Look.
Oh my God, no! No! That's wrong on so many levels.
At home, you'll have to have a little look online for it. It's very, very interesting.
God. No, that is not for me, Joe. That is not for me. Oh my goodness, I'm just going to try and find.
Imagine how uncomfortable she was.
Could she breathe? Is what I want to know. Did she breathe in that outfit?
She always absolutely knocks it out of the park every year for Halloween.
She just throws parties, doesn't she?
She's done previous years. She's done lots of different things in previous years, but yeah. Kate McQueen said, I've tried all kinds of glue in my iris folding, but my favourite thing is definitely the dotty tape to stick it down. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous, Debbie.
There you go. And you've just seen me do that live on air. Apart from my bottom little piece, which I'll show you my one that I've got already done. But I've done mine with tape, and I would trim all that down now, so just trim it down. Don't be worrying about it. Make sure your aperture cuts to as big or as small as you want, but don't be worrying about the tape. You can trim that off afterwards and you keep it nice and neat. You can see it folds fairly well, flat as flat can be as well. It doesn't. I know a lot of people have said to me, is it not raised? Does it not raise up? Well, it has a little bit, but not too much because it's paper at the end of the day. But look how fabulous it looks, and it draws your eye into the iris, into that centre. That's what iris folding is all about with the use of papers. This one I actually stuck down with tacky glue. So I just simply tacky glued it and used smaller pieces to do that, because that's exactly what you can do with that. And
you're not going to see the back anyway. You're going to mount it, aren't you?
And that's exactly what we're going to do, Joe. We're going to mount it. Now you can lift it and mount it if you want to, or keep it nice and flat. It's entirely up to you. I'll probably use. I might use actually some foam. I'll use a bit of foam on roll and I'll pop that on back. I'll have a little bit lifted. Oh, foam up roll. Oh my God, that sounded right Yorkshire, didn't it? Foam up roll. Foam on a roll. Has everybody heard our lovely Ben's new song? Hey, it's so good. That boy is talented. He's very talented. I'd love to sing it. Well, I've got to get used to it because he's got a different... Did he make the music, Charlotte? I'll ask our Charlotte. Did he do his own music as well, background music, because he used a song?
He was playing, yeah, he's made the rest of the song. I saw it on his Facebook.
I saw it on Facebook.
Let's go over there.
Playing ukulele. Has he got the ukulele?
Yeah, he was sat in his car playing the ukulele. Imagine walking past and there's a strange man strumming a ukulele, singing a song about foam on a roll.
Oh
No wonder
God.
he gets some strange looks. No wonder his neighbours think he's a bit odd.
Oh dear. I did see his costume.
Next day turns up. One day he's sat in his car strumming his ukulele. The next day he turns up dressed as a wolf. I must think, what on earth's going on?
I'll be wondering what does he work for when he gets to do weird and wacky things like that. And he does live in a lovely area as well, because I've been up to house. It's lovely, really nice, quiet, peaceful area. So I can only imagine the eyebrows that caused. Now the clouds come from that die set, and I'm just.
You always get werewolves and ukuleles around your way, don't you? No one to bat an eyelid, Debbie. It's all going on Debbie's estate.
Oh, it is. Oh, I have to tell you a story, because on Halloween night. I thought, well, it did. It sounded like somebody was coming through my front door. Bang, 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 bang. And I was like, what the heck? Well, I've got a hammer at the side of my bed.
Debbie! She lives in a lovely area, though.
I was putting some shelves up, so the hammer at the side of my bed. Oh, just in case you thought I went to bed with an hammer under my pillow. I don't live in that sort of an area.
Just in case.
Oh, God, no, I don't live in that sort of an area. But I was that terrified. Liam, sound asleep next door. I'm like, it didn't even wake him. And do you know, I was going downstairs thinking, is someone in my house?
Did you have your hammer in your hand?
No, yeah, of course I did. I was terrified because it actually sounded like they were coming through.
What was it?
Nothing. There was nobody there. So some serious spooky goings on is all I'm going to say. And that's exactly. Do you know, Charlotte? That's exactly what Liam said. You were dreaming, Mum. I'm like, I was not. I was that scared. 3:30 in the morning, sat there with a cup of coffee.
Did you put your nightie on at least before you went down?
I put my dressing gown on.
Oh, sorry. Found for the salt jar there.
That's because he knows that I go to bed in the same outfit that he came into the world in. So I wouldn't want to scare anybody.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, where did we go off topic there? There you go, beautiful iris folding, gorgeous, gorgeous dies, creating that aperture, all the papers that you need. Sorry
Debbie.
for watching first thing this morning.
Let me recap for you exactly what you're getting included in here then. So you're going to get firstly the butterfly, which is that one there. Really gorgeous, very straightforward, lots of these. I'd say the balloon's probably one of the more straightforward ones for you, but they're not really challenging, but they do get more intricate. So that one is your butterfly. You've got gift wraps, which is the present. This one's up and away, which is that wonderful hot air balloon. We've also got party time there, which is going to be perfect for all those birthday celebrations. And you've got glamour as well. We seem to have, and also remember, you will get 6 of the papers pads that you can use to go with those. You get 108 in each of those ones just there. On this one, how many does this one take? I think 29 sheets to do that one there. So they're going to go a really long way, actually, those. You could add an extra set of those into your basket as well if you want to. £22 or $37 saves you £57 or $97. You're going to get another, what, £4.40 off of that, $7.40 off if you're a Platinum member. And remember as well, we do have the pads on their own. So we'll go for the pads on their own. I'll give you the details for those. Maybe you've already got the dies and the stencils, you want to restock, or maybe you just want to go for an extra one with the money that you're saving on the main collection. If you want to go for them, you will get 6. There's only 5 here. $14.97 or $29.85 is your price there on that. Seems to not much love coming in for Heidi Klum in the comments, it seems. So awful, totally awful. That worm, ooh, says Wendy. Alison says everyone needs to remember that Heidi Klum has a whole team of people that do that for her every year. Yes, gosh, imagine how long it'd take you to transform into a worm on your own. I can't imagine. And who else was talking about it here? Someone else. Oh, Carol says, oh my word, Heidi Klum's costume was so gross. Wrong on so many levels. Lots of love coming in for this though. Carol says, Joe, I love when you snort, it makes my day. There you are. Lots of laughing faces about Debbie's hammer next to her bed as well. Oh, this is a question I've never heard before, Debbie.
What's that?
Which card is best for the bendable pencils? Blendable pencils.
I was just about to say.
What's a bendable pencil?
What's a bendable pencil?
So I think the wax-based pencils.
Yeah, so Nina cardstock, smooth cardstock, multi-purpose cardstock, they're all okay for that. Yeah, absolutely. Any kind. You get a nice, I mean, we talk about Nina card being perfect for all your alcohol markers, but it's quite all right to use for your pencils as well, because it is it's one of the smoothest quality cardstocks that are out there, and it's the premium one as well. But we do pads, so you can have a look on the Spectrum Royal where we've got the water pad, and then there's a drawer, you know, for your pencils. Go and have a little look over there. But Nina card's absolutely fine. Multi-purpose cardstock's absolutely fine. You can use any kind of paper. You get different results, is what I'll say. Different kind of cardstock, you get different results. But yeah, feel free to try them on anything.
Amazing. I hope that helps for you. We've got a brilliant opaque pigment ink pad bundle for you on the show today. These are my favourite type of ink pads that we do. They're brilliant. Of course, you can heat emboss with them. They give you a really full coverage, which is awesome. You've got Bordeaux, Damson Wine. Now, that one there is Grasshopper. Then you've got Lagoon, Midnight, which is one of my faves, as is Orange, actually. Then that lovely Plum Jam. The Pure White, which is really cool in the opaque. We don't always have that one in stock. Seal Brown and the Smoked Emerald there, $46.99 or $70.99. Essentially, you're getting two of them for free there in that particular configuration. Gilmore says, I just know it's going to be an uplifting day with Joe and Debbie at the helm. Hello, Joe. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Gilmore. A beautiful card as well, says Carletta. Right, it's very busy over on the website. Lots of you with that Iris folding collection in your basket. I want to give you an opportunity to get yourself checked out. Whilst you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all out of time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Absolutely, join the fun. We're here with you every single day. This, of course, is Wake Up Call. We're looking ahead to what's coming up throughout the day here on Crafters TV. Remember, later we have a Creator Card Masterclass. It should be excellent. It's one of our most popular styles of dies that we bring to you. That'll be at 2 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast. And then, of course, Beautiful Beginnings with myself and Debbie Robinson. That is up a little later, 6 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast. I want to share with you this, a Nesting Dies starter collection that we've got for you. A really great little starter kit. This is from our later Beautiful Beginnings show. You're going to get some nesting dies in it to get you started. So it's the inverted stitched zigzag oval that you are getting in there. And then you're also going to get this, the luxury card pack from the Homebody collection. Let me just share with you the beautiful colours in here. It's pearlescent cardstock, this one, so it's a really lovely shine on it. And you've got a nice variety of colours within there. Then you're also going to get the acetate as well. This is our heavyweight acetate, 25 sheets of that in the A5, and then you get 2 of our extra strong tape pens in there as well. You've got a 40%, well actually you've got a half price deal there, haven't you? That's amazing value. £20 or $30 if you want to get your hands on that. We are going to go back to though and have a little look at yesterday's launch, which was very, very busy because it is a creator card, so it will be featuring in our upcoming creator card masterclass. And these are brilliant because it's a creator card, but it's colorable, so it means you're going to be able to get your colouring mediums involved. You've got the dies in here and you've also got the stamps, so you can cut them into your different card concepts, or you can cut it out as a topper. You get sentiments included and the dies to cut those out too, so lots going on in each of these. This one here is Thinking of You. Then we have Beautiful Butterfly. That one there is Dragonfly Dream. Celebrate Your Day is this one here, as well as you'll then get Sweet Roses and also a special bouquet. £61.99 or £71.49 saves you £16 or $18. Under £50, just over $57 if you are a platinum member. Any questions you've got about this or anything else in the show, do get them into me. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're across on YouTube. But I believe Debbie's going to inspire us with these next.
Beautiful collection. Love creator cards full stop, because a creator card does exactly what it says on the tin. It creates card easily, versatility wise, tons of ways that you can do it. And if you didn't catch the show, go back and watch our lovely Michelle, who I'm assuming did all through the day, not only just during that launch day show where she did all those different demos. There are colouring stamp sets as well as the die, so instead of being a creator card which is just normally dies, we've put that colouring element in with the stamps and the dies, like an hybrid brought together. And they're absolutely beautiful. I love these. I love the designs that we've got on them, the quirky, the traditional. You've got some lovely things on here, but I'll show you some of the ways that you can use them. Love this cupcake one. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. But that creating the card means you can cut into that aperture, stamp, and then colour to your heart's content. And because of that creator card nature, it does mean that you can do lots of things with it. I love this one that Kerry's done, where she's popped it onto the side as an edgeable coming off. I think that just shows you the versatility in the ways that you can use it. Not only have we got those gorgeous dies, they have been traditionally to cut straight in. You've got that aperture, you've got the stamp that fits over top, and I say over the top, it gives you a nice bit of white space to make that image pop, and lots of ways into your stepper cards, because this one here has been cut into that stepper card, which looks absolutely fabulous when it's coloured in. And again, all your different types. That's
really
a lovely
cute, that one, isn't it?
there again that you can do. Your easel cards, that's being cut through to your easel front, which looks absolutely fabulous. And then my favourite one, I had to get this out because I absolutely love this. Rebecca, just of late, her samples have been absolutely amazing. Look at that. I love that trifold card, which just looks absolutely beautiful. And imagine using the dragonflies with the buttonflies and things like that, or maybe a vase with the birds, whatever it is that you want to do. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous dies and stamp sets, and very, very easy very easy to use, as I'm sure you will agree if you watched our lovely Michelle yesterday. Now, I'm going to use the beautiful butterfly. That's your stamp set with some additional sentiments onto there. Let me just put that there so you can see it a bit more clearer. And there you've got your beautiful butterfly piece. And then the bit that creates the aperture and your frame as well. So you've got, again, like with any of our creator cards, we've popped it into more than one piece because what we want you to be able to create lots of different ways that you can use them. So for me, I am going to just, literally, I'm going to keep that frame to one side. I don't want to use the outside cutting frame. I'm going to use this to create on a folded card. Now, I'm going for I call it an half, it can either be a gatefold, a backward gatefold or a reverse gatefold, or it could be half a diorama, as you'll see in a second. So I've taken a piece of our multi-purpose cardstock and it measures in at 11 by 6 inches. I've scored it at 2 inch and 3 inch. And then if you've only got a small scoreboard, just turn it over and repeat 2 inch and 3 inch to create this fold that I'm going to do. Now, I'm not going to put the score lines just into place for the time being because what I want to do is take that middle section and pop my frame onto there. Now, I'm just going to bring my stamp in to make sure I've got it the right way around because I know what I'm like. There we go, yep. So I'm going to place it. If I just put it there to show you what I'm going to do with it, I'm framing it into that centre and I'm going to hold it down with some low tack tape, like so. So let's put that there.
Carol's got a question for you, Debbie.
Fire
and me
away.
as well. She says, tell me, please, if you could have a professional do your costumes and your makeup for you for Halloween, who would you dress up as?
Who would I dress up as?
I wouldn't go as a worm, that's for sure.
I wouldn't, definitely not as a worm. Oh, that's a really good question. Who would you go as, Joe? You're thinking, I can see your cogs turning. Oops. The cogs in your brain, Joe. The cogs in your brain. Do you know? Oh, I've not put me.
I think maybe
I've not put my machine on. Excuse me a second.
I think maybe I'd go as Willy Wonka.
Oh, I love that.
Can you
I love
imagine
that
the big
idea.
outfit? It's not much of a transformation, is it? I don't know. I'll have to have a think about it. How about in the gallery? Any ideas? Who you'd go as?
Do you know,
Beetlejuice, Jamie says, yeah.
Do you know, Beetlejuice actually came into my head at that same time. That is really weird that you thought that as I was thinking that. That is very weird, yeah.
Well, maybe I'd go as like, who is it? Queen Elizabeth I?
Yes.
You know, like a big, like the whole Regency period, yeah. Or like Queen Victoria. Could you imagine the outfit and you could be like a dead Queen Victoria? I mean, she is dead, but you know what I mean. But you know what I mean, like a Halloween vampire-esque. You know, something with big period dress, I'm thinking would be fabulous, wouldn't it?
I'm trying to think who I would literally go as because there's so many characters. I mean, I love Alice in Wonderland, so do you know the Mad Queen? The Queen.
Yeah.
I'd love to
could go as that, yeah.
She wears the big dresses,
Or
doesn't
could
she?
go like as the rabbit from that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, there's just too many. If I were thinking of a horror theme, though, do you know, like if for an Halloween theme, probably like we just said, Beetlejuice, like Jamie said.
Beetlejuice is a good one.
But I'm trying to think of other iconic ones. Oh, Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. I don't know who that is.
Yes. What you mean? You've never seen that?
No.
Do you know the man with the white face and he's got
all the spikes coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Edward Scissorhands would be a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Wouldn't
Is he
it?
really Halloweeny though?
Sorry?
Is he really Halloweeny?
Don't know. I mean, he's as Halloween as a dead Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria, I guess, isn't he? You know, sort of Day of the Dead Queen Victoria. I just got visions of that. She had very tight hair, didn't she? And just a big flowing dress. I remember it.
Yeah.
How about you, Charlotte? Any ideas? Nothing scary.
Nothing scary?
She doesn't like scary things.
Well, Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger, that would be a good one.
That used to terrify me as a kid.
Oh, it terrified me. Absolutely terrified me. Oh my days, did you hear Jamie? The original Michael Myers. Yeah, do you know, I could imagine Craig doing that because he's an Halloween fanatic.
Oh, he loves a scary film,
Oh, he
doesn't
loves scary films. Debbie is exactly the same as well.
Yeah,
Debbie loves the
I don't get it.
She
I
loves
hate
the
scary
more blood
films.
and gore, the better for Debbie. Because
Yeah.
she loves, and I mean, I suppose that whatever rocks your boat, Joe.
I guess not for me. Give me a rom-com any
So who
day,
was the lady
Debbie.
that asked us the question?
It was a great question. It was from Carol Baldwin.
So Carol, can we ask Carol what Carol
Yeah,
would
well, who
dress?
would you go as,
Yes.
Carol? Regina says, are the tricolour markers refillable? They're
No,
not, are they, Debbie?
No, no. You've got that's a question that's been asked a fair few times now. No, they're not refillable.
Tammy says, I love these dies, beautiful. Cal says, the Colorable Creator Card Collection is gorgeous. Stephen Lee Guy says, I love these. One of my favourite releases this year. I know Stephen got his hands on them yesterday. Mary Miner says, really love these stamps and dies. They're absolutely beautiful. Lynn says, it's very weird because I was thinking people would choose 2, Debbie.
Oh.
Emma, not sure this is a compliment, Emma. She says, Joe, you could be Lurch Adams. I'm only 5'8". I guess I could go on like stilts or something.
Now, Joe, I've just tucked my flaps, I'm sorry, underneath. I'm so sorry. I can't remember. I'm really sorry because I know that, but that's what these tabs.
Yeah, no.
I'm tucking my tabs underneath. I'm sorry, Joe. Only because this card style, if you look at it, the tabs. The tabs come right out, and you've got your feet, your footwells for your stamping platform, so it would damage the card. So I'm tucking them underneath. I'm so sorry I had to say it like that, but that's the way I've always called them that.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joe. Right, so I'm just going to hold this down and anchor this down, and I am going to use our amazing stamping platform for this. I've actually lined my stamp over before I've put the ink on. The reason being, I like to make sure that I've got it in the right place where I need it to be. The card doesn't move as well, which for me is always a big plus. And then I'm just going to ink up using one of our alcohol marker ink pads, which is the alcohol proof die. I've gone with Flagstone for this one rather than the black. I've gone with a softer, the darker grey, almost virgin on black, but not quite. Absolutely love these stamps. These stamps could be used independently away from the whole die as well, which is what I love. And again, because I'm using my platform, I do know that if I've missed an area, I can go back in and I can re-stamp, knowing that it's going to be in that same place. It won't have moved because my magnets have held it down. And if I have missed an area, what I've missed, like so, and I did it on purpose, I can go back in. Reason I can see is I must have missed that little bit up at the top. Let's go back in with some ink. And then pop that back into those little footwells and push down. Remember, you do get wiggle on this platform, so whenever you're lining it back up, you go directly over where your stamp is and push down rather than wriggling it around. If you wriggle it, it's going to smudge. You get that ghosting, and that's what you don't want. However, at the end of the day, Joe, it's a little bit of cardstock. Don't worry too much.
Oh, absolutely.
At the end of the day. So I'm going to just take off now my piece. And then you can see that that has now stamped all of that perfectly into that aperture. And this is where I was going with this one. If I could have made a nice diorama card, because I could have done a diorama, same style card, cut out, scored in the same places, and joined the two together. But I quite like the idea of just having it on the front like so, which is a bit like a reverse gatefold, want of a better word. And then you're just going to colour that in, Joe. So
Delightful.
I'll do a little tiny bit of colouring. I'm not going to colour it all in.
Val says, my last Halloween costume, I went as Cousin It. I just combed all my long hair forward across my face. That's a nice easy one, isn't it?
That is a nice easy one, yeah, I love that. Right, Joe, as you can see, I am going to use some of our amazing new pens.
Nice,
our
aren't they?
Tricolour brushes, alcohol markers.
But these are in stock still at the moment as well for the whole collection. Yep, they're available. They were in the show yesterday. You'll find them over on the website.
Perfect. And I've got a mixture of the two. So you've got your 3-in-1 colours, which I love, and they've all got their own names, these, as Antique Delicate, which has got lavender, wisteria and old rose. Love this one.
Nice.
So I'm just going to have a little play with them, Joe. And again, I love the transition. I'm so pleased that Leanne and the team have come up with this concept where you can mix different colours from different families, which I just think is amazing. Love, 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 love. The details of these stamps as well are absolutely stunning.
Yeah, the tricolours on the bottom of your screen there, the 18-piece full collection that is, that you can see there. Which
is that big box, isn't it? That's the one I went for. I thought I'll go and get them all while they're on. and they were on a great offer, weren't they, over birthday? So
Yeah, they're available in the threes if you want to have a dibble
They are,
dabble,
yeah,
but you
if you want to
definitely
have
get
a
best
dabble.
value by. And look, let's face it, you're going to absolutely love them. We know that, so you might as well get them all together at the,
Oh
at the
gosh,
start.
yeah, you're going to adore them, absolutely adore them. And being able to mix colour families up and get some really gorgeous ombre effects with them is just, well, for me, amazing. And that's why I love them. I think they're a welcome addition to the Spectrum family. Absolutely love. Sorry, do you know, I get a little
You
bit
go
lost. I
for
have
it,
to
Debbie.
stop- I
Don't
have
you
to stop
worry at
talking.
all. I think they're great because they're as easy to use up as our
They
original
are,
tri-blend
yeah.
markers, but we're blending different colours together, which is something people think is maybe a little more difficult. I was thinking Debbie could be Queen of Hearts, and Joe, your personality would have to be big, like the headdress, like you were saying, the Queen, so much fun. And I would dress up as Cinderella, always wanted to wear the big, beautiful gown.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that with Belle from Beauty and the Beast, because Beauty and the Beast is one of my favourite films. I've even fetched my little mug as an homage,
Have you?
because I love Beauty and the Beast. It's
Do you
one
like
of
the
my favourite-
remake, the newest
Oh,
one?
I love it, and I was one of those, because I love the original animated film. I absolutely adore it. It's my favourite all-time Disney movie. But yes, I was a bit concerned, shall we say, with the live-action one, and I thought, there's no way on this earth they're going to get it right. And obviously they've got, is it Emma, what's her name?
Emma Watson?
Thank you very much. And Luke Evans, oh, I absolutely adore. Luke Evans is one of my favourite actors, and I love him, and he was perfectly cast as Gaston. But what an amazing
It's great,
film.
isn't it?
Absolutely
Have you
love
managed
both.
to get Sapphire into it?
No, I've tried.
Have you?
I'm
She's not
trying.
into it?
I'm trying.
Does she not like Disney? She's not into the Disney
No,
film?
she's still into Superman,
Is she-
Spider-Man.
She's about the right age, I'd imagine, now, though, isn't she, for those?
She's just started, so Toy Story is the newest one. That's the one that she's at the moment with Toy Story, which we do love. So, and her dad especially, because he's a big, massive Toy Story fan.
Right.
So, yeah, absolutely perfect.
A bit easier now being a kid, isn't it? Because you just got all the streaming services. So, you know,
I
you'd have to
know,
get the
yeah.
VHS, wouldn't you? It probably cost your parents a fortune when
Well,
we were
I've
younger. It
still
was
got
all
all
VHS.
the original. I've still got all the original. I won't throw them away. Do you know
Have
the
you got a
original?
VHS player?
No. I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? But I won't get rid because
Why?
they cost a lot of money back then. Back in the 90s. Lion
You're
King
never
and all
going to
those
play
kind
them
of
if you haven't
things.
got a player.
Well, that is very true, but I refuse. I am refusing to sell them, and I
Fair
don't know
enough.
why, because we'll probably never be able to play them since there's no such thing as a VHS player. Oh, I imagine that there is actually, but
There must still be VHS players out there. Of
course
Maybe
there will
they'll come
be.
back round again, like, you know, like
Do you
records.
think so?
I can't imagine so, no, because
I don't think
the
so, do
picture
you?
quality was that great, was it, on a VHS?
No, I know. But it's just one of those nostalgic things. I probably will get rid one day, but they're up in the loft in a big, and I say a big box, because Disney released quite a lot of films when my kids were young. And they're still, I mean, they've got is it the Disney Channel they've got now?
Sorry?
They've got the Disney Channel, is it
Disney Plus, the
now,
streaming service, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got that. I don't really watch it, Debbie, I must
Do you
say.
not?
Only because I've got someone else's, you know, my friend Taylor has it, and she's living, she always comes up and stays with me, so I've got her account. I don't really use it.
Do you pinch hers?
I pinch hers and her Amazon Prime as well. Yeah. And what else? She's got something else too. I pay for Netflix. Everyone else uses my Netflix.
Yep.
The amount of times I have to change the password, I don't know who's got it, but I often can't get logged in. I think I can have 3 users, but I can't get in sometimes. Beth then says, I think I would go as a corpse bride.
Oh, that's a good one, Bethan. I love that. Yeah, I love that idea.
How about going as like Tutankhamun or something like that? Can you imagine?
Oh, gosh, yeah. She was glamorous, weren't she?
He, yeah.
Oh, is it he? Oh, I'm thinking of the...
I can't believe you
thinking
just.
of Cleopatra.
I can't believe you just misgendered that ancient
I'm
Egyptian
so sorry.
king. Lynn says one of my
dear.
9 parcels I'm waiting for has been dispatched. Yay!
Yay, yay. Now, I could colour in. You can see the effect that it's done, but I spent most of my day in my craft room yesterday, and colouring in is one of my favourite pastimes. I'm absolutely loving colouring in. And that's the image that you get. I've just used these 3 particular colours. So I used 2 from the new set, and then the jade green from from the original set, sorry. But just spend a little bit of time colouring in. It's well worth it because these really are gorgeous to create this effect. I'm going to pop a little bit of acetate though. I want to pop some acetate around the back to make it a little bit stronger and give myself a bit of rigidity. So I'm just going to pop that around the outside, like so. And then I'm going to also place it on to the main part of the element so that the acetate sticks to that as well.
Oh, that's the other one. I've got Apple TV, which Taylor also pays for.
I did have that, but it were a bit expensive.
The problem is, Debbie, Taylor moves back to Australia in January, so I'm going to be absolutely... I'm going to be scuppered.
Yeah, what are you going to do,
Because I'm not going to have no Disney Plus, no Amazon Prime, no Apple TV.
Oh, dear.
Peapod says, Joe, I've not paid for Netflix for over 5 years. I share with my sisters, but she shares my Apple TV too. There's nothing wrong, you know, with sharing.
No,
you
there
are
isn't,
actually
'cause you
paying
can get
for...
the family- you get the family packages,
well,
don't
even
you?
if you just have a single membership, you're actually paying for a number of devices, aren't you? That's the way it
Yes,
works. So
yeah.
I know people talk about it like it's naughty, but I think it's... it's absolutely fine. Tammy says, do you craft, Joe? A little bit.
You crochet, don't you, Joe?
I do
You
crochet, yeah, and I
crocheting.
hadn't done any for ages.
Have you not?
No, and I've just started again. I'm just crocheting a little scarf at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, Joe, I'm just explaining. This is, now I don't know if we've got any of this paper pad left, but it's one of my, well, the two of them are my favourite all-time paper pads that we've done. And I thought, I always say that every time we bring a new paper pad out, but it's absolutely fabulous. You know the 12 by 12 one, the spring and the winter one? I am in utter love, and I can't, I hope to goodness there is still some left. But maybe you might be able to help me out with that, producer Jamie, because it's one of my favourite paper pads, the latest one that we launched over birthday. And I've just literally matted and laid, yeah, the spring one and the winter one. So that's from the pink solid pad with the pattern paper. And I just thought it kind of tied in and worked really well. Just put a few little gems on the top. However, one more thing, because we do have that frame, I wanted to create a frame, and rather than try and guess the measurements, I used those both together and then trimmed out the middle piece to create the perfect frame that's going to sit round the outside. Rather than me having to do any measuring or anything like that, that's what I've decided to do with this one. So I'm just going to bring in a bit of tacky glue. Joe, where's my tacky glue gone? Upside down, where are you, my little pot? There you are. Let's bring this in, and then I'm just going to pop that onto the back panel. Do we have any dotty tape pens in yet?
I don't think we do, Debbie,
oh, my
no.
days. It's like, honestly,
it's the great
Christmas
dotty
doors.
tape pen shortage of 2022.
I know.
Debbie, could you believe it's going to be 2023 soon?
I know, it's a little
Doesn't
bit
that
frightening
sound
how
like
fast.
madness when you think the year 2023?
Yeah, when you think of how quick this year's gone. But then I say that every year, Joe. I say it every single year. And then we've got bonfire night this weekend.
Sorry?
Okay, there's bonfire night this weekend.
It is. Are you doing anything for bonfire night, Debbie?
I'm probably going to be looking after either the dog or the kids. I'm not sure which. Because they've got their little puppy, haven't they? And
Yeah.
she's already scared of loud noises, so I dread to think what it's going to be like at
Oh,
bonfire
not a
for
nice
her.
time, is it,
Not
for
a
little
nice
dogs?
time for her, no. Right, Joe, just the last little bit on there. You've got some sentiments. So I've literally stamped and die cut, because you've got the die cut element as well, if I just bring that in for a second. You've got the die cut for the two sentiments. So beautiful like a butterfly is what I've done, and mounted that on. I actually cut it out in a solid, the pink one as well. The beginnings of spring. Oh, is it sold out? Oh, I'm so sad.
Beginnings of spring.
That's the one I wanted to get another, because I've literally been using it.
Oh,
left,
the
right and
paper pads.
centre.
Sorry, I
The
had a
paper
moment
pads,
there.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what else I've brought in that you may have had. Just before birthday, we had the timeless butterflies. And I've been, I can't stop playing with that butterfly set. Not only have you got the gorgeous papers,
Oh, the
but
stamp
you've
and
got
dies?
The dies with
Great,
the paper,
aren't they?
yeah. And that's all I've done. I've used the shades of spring, and I've die cut the butterflies, because I just fancied popping a couple of little embellishments onto here to bring the creator card colorable element with the timeless butterflies. And that's exactly what you can do. And I'm just adding them as little embellishments around my card, because I'm totally obsessed. And if you know me and follow me, you'll understand that I am utterly obsessed with butterflies. Love this collection, love any collection that we bring out with butterflies. And I think that stems from my Auntie Gina, who got me into crafting. I've always loved butterflies anyway, Joe. However, she used to be...
What is it about butterflies? Do you know?
She used to joke, because whenever she made a mistake, she'd get a butterfly, one of those little sticker butterflies, and stick it up at mistake. And so I think it's always stuck with me. But I love real butterflies. I am a massive lover of the real thing as well. And I'm just going to pop a couple of little ones just down the side panels. But again...
I tell you what I've always fancied having a go at, Debbie.
What's that?
I've always fancied getting... I think I just would get one for, like, transfers and stuff like, you know, like a digital cutting machine.
Yes.
I've always fancied the idea of one, but it's not really something you can have a dabble in, is it? It's like, you know, lots and lots and lots of money. I know our Nicola's got a digital cutting machine. She makes all sorts of wonderful stuffs on it, and like,
Is that
you know,
one
mugs
of those 3D ones that you can get?
No, not a 3D printer. So she cuts like vinyl and transfers and stuff
I get
on hers.
Yep, absolutely. Now I'm just going to move
But you know
all the
how
things out of
fickle
the way.
I am, Debbie. I'd buy it and I'd do 3 things and then I'd be done with it, wouldn't I? It'd sit gathering dust.
That's the problem. That's exactly what can happen. Now, that is now, like I said, it's a little bit like a half diorama, because I could have done the back panel and then add something, you know, on the back inside. But I sometimes think that these kind of star cards look really quite effective as well. And there you go. That is your beautiful Colorable Creator Card die set and stamp set.
Really stunning, isn't it? Beautiful. Let me recap exactly what's in there for you then. So you've got 6 brand new sets here. You've got in dies and stamps and sentiment stamps and dies as well. You've got Thinking of You, Beautiful Butterfly, Dragonfly Dream, Celebrate Your Day, Sweet Roses, and also a special bouquet. They are the designs that you are getting, $49.59 or $57.19 if you are a platinum member. We're going to give you an opportunity to check out your basket. So whilst you do that, let's share with you some of the fun stuff we like to get up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, you know, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV. Get ready to make this season brighter than ever and craft your Christmas live with Sarah. Join us for the most fabulous and festive night out as Sarah and I take to the stage to show you how to turn your home into a winter wonderland. Cozy, bright and full of magic. Christmas is Sarah's favourite season, and she's got so many fantastic tips, money-saving tricks and creative ideas to bring your handmade Christmas to life. Find out how to reuse pieces from around the home and craft with your family to light up the festive season with joy and sparkle. From beautiful baubles and surprises to hang on the tree to the cutest cards for friends and family. Give a little more with your gift wrapping, craft keepsakes to cherish and make your Christmas table look extra special. Enjoy an intimate evening in conversation with Sarah and take a stroll down memory lane as she shares her childhood memories and invites you into her home to share what her family Christmas looks like today. And I'll be there to get the Christmas party started. Sarah and I have so much up our sleeves. It will be a real all singing, all dancing night out. And we'll need you on stage to get hands-on with Christmas crafting and join the festive fun. So come along with friends and family to make it a festive Christmas to remember. We'll be touring 13 theatres up and down the UK from the 19th of November till the 11th of December. Tickets start from just £30 with VIP packages also available. So head over to the Crafters Companion website to find out more or head over to Ticketmaster to book your seat today. If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Right, we're going to move on. Very, very busy over on the website there. Let me share with you this. We've got a fantastic Creative Card Essentials collection. So in here, you are going to get this beautiful Centura Pearl. So you've got the Precious Gold, which is this one just here. Absolutely beautiful selection. There's quite a lot in there, isn't there? You get 36 sheets in that one just there. You're also going to get the adhesive sheets, which are brilliant. You can cut directly into those. You are going to get the die brush, die brush and the sponge, low-tack tape, and also a tape pen. All of that for £30 or $40. That's a really good deal. Don't miss out on that one there. Jean Marie says, I'm with you there, Debbie Robinson, Crafts Companion. I gave a Combi TV VCR DVD player, and it's in my craft room. I'll never get rid of it. I have so many Elvis videos. Combi TV VCR DVD. That's all singing, all dancing, isn't it?
I used to have one of them. Yeah, it's all in one. So it's like.
Do you ever remember Stack Systems?
Yes.
The music system had cassette deck, tape, CD player, and then like amplifier all in one. And the older ones had a record player on the top as well, didn't they?
They did indeed. Do you know the sad thing there is, Joe? Weren't that long ago?
No.
Weren't that long ago? Oh, was it really?
15, 20 years ago?
Yeah, maybe less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see them now and you think, my word, how... And they look so old now, don't they? Because we just said music, it's just digital now.
Yeah.
If you'd have told us then that music would all be digital, we'd think you were mad. I remember seeing a laptop in a shop for the first time. It didn't have a CD drive. And they were like, oh yeah, CD drive's not a thing anymore. Everything's digital, and it was downloaded. And I was like, no, that'll never catch on. But here we are. Adriana says, flower headband on, skull earrings, skull top, ready to go. Have an amazing Dia de los Muertos day. Hope to sneak in some shows later. Oh, do send us some pictures later, Adriana. We'd love to see some. We really, really would. If you do, any of you want to send us pictures, could be of anything you like. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send them. Details are here on the bottom of your screen. Christine Mahoney says, I so wish I could be at one of those shows. You could fly over, Christine.
Oh, it'd be lovely to meet Christine as well, wouldn't it? To meet her in the flesh.
It would be lovely. What, Debbie, you look unsure of yourself.
No, it would, because it would be really lovely to see her.
Did you think you said something wrong?
I've seen her craft room, looks amazing. See her on pictures and things like that. No, because when I said it in the flesh, I thought, does that sound right? But I think Christine knows what I mean by that.
No, that's not rude, it's fine.
As in the person, in the real life flesh, is what I meant.
Exactly.
Not in any other type of flesh. That's what I wanted to make sure. I didn't sound. I should have just stopped talking, shouldn't I, really?
Charlotte just said you could just stop talking, Debbie. Just stop.
But yeah, lovely.
What are you like? What are you like? Let's move on. I want to share these with you. Some more amazing creative cards here. These are 3-in-1 creative cards, and these are excellent because there are 3 clear defined ways of using this. You can use the background on its own, the centerpiece on its own, or the two together there, as you can see. This one here is the floral peacock. You've also then got in here the butterfly garden. This one's daisies and dragonflies. Now, Debbie, did you know that dragonflies signify new beginnings? Did you know that? You all right, Debbie?
I'm fine.
Okay. This one here, this one is your elegant fairies. And you've also got the balloon bouquet. They are the 5 designs that you are going to get. You've got £40 off this, or $46 is what you are saving. Platinum members, of course, you're going to get another, £9 off there, another $10.60 off there if you're a Platinum member. In the US, any questions you got about these or anything else in the show, do get them into me. You know the drill. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. This, of course, is Wake Up Call. Remember, we've got 2 fabulous shows coming up for you later today. Masterclass with all things Creative Card, in which these will be featured. That's 2 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast. And then myself and Debbie are back with Beautiful Beginnings later. That is your destination sort of, I'm not going to say out-and-out beginner show, because there's definitely something for everyone to learn, but definitely take it back to basics a little bit more in that show. That comes up at 6 p.m. this evening, 2 o'clock if you're over on the East Coast. These are great because I could see people using them in the 3 ways, different, clear, defined ways, couldn't you?
And exactly why I love these again. These are big dies. We're talking 5 by 7 as a plate die. And the fact that you can then do lots of different things with them. Yes, they create cards, but that 3-in-1 feature means you've got so many possibilities in how you can use them. And I've got a couple of examples. So I've got the dragonfly die, because that's the one that I'm going to demonstrate with. But I just wanted to show you, just by using one of them, and then perhaps maybe some nesting dies, that's the background piece. Just in the background with some inks, and then literally one of our statement sentiments in the centre with some nesting dies. That's one way of using it. The second way that you can use it is you can just take out the centrepiece. So this one, and I'm not sure who did this one because there's no name on the back, but what they've done here is they've used the middle piece. So they've took some nesting dies again to create that nested piece. Then pop the lovely little dragonflies into there, into the centre, and then they've mounted it on top of that background piece. So actually that is kind of a 3-in-1, but when you do go for the full 3-in-1 effect, this is the kind of effect that you can go for. They've got liftable wings, so some of the dies have got liftable elements to them. Again, this is a very, very simple, and I believe this was a craft along that Debbie did. I think, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was a craft along that our Debbie did. Because look, that's the kind of effect. So that's all of the all of the 2 pieces together. That's what can be used as a frame, so a picture of the frame of Lovely Debs with our Sora there, and then just of the one element there. So again, that 3-in-1, I think this perfectly demonstrates that 3-in-1, the kind of things that you can be doing perfectly with this die set. I have got a Create a Card special coming up at 2 p.m. and I am going to be tackling one of those trifold cards for those who've never seen. But what I'm going to do for this one is I'm just taking a card blank. I've gone with multi-purpose cardstock and I've measured this at, I wanted it slightly bigger. In fact, I think I measured this at 7.5 by, in fact, if I open it up, it's 10 inches by 7.5, and I've scored it down the centre. Because what I want to do is cut out onto the front panel, and I'm going to use both of them, Joe. So I'm going to take both pieces, and I'm going with that lovely daisies and dragonflies, sorry, because I keep forgetting all the daisies are on the outside. And this is where I'm going to split that part. I'm going to centralise, and I'm going to stick this first down before I put the middle part in there. So I'm going to hold that down with some low-tack tape. Let's go in. There we are. And I'm just going to hold it down at the top part of that plate and the bottom part, and then I'm going to pop in there. This is that ability to be able to use it in so many different ways, and maybe again this perhaps set wasn't for you at the time, but look at the price on that screen. I just think it's absolutely astonishing, the deal that we can bring to you for all of these.
You're looking at what, under £10? You're looking at £9 per collection there, which is brilliant for Create Cards, because they would normally be, I think, are they £17.99 on their own, something along there. Yeah. £17.99 individually is what you're looking at. So brilliant, brilliant value. Really is. Absolutely. Everything is available. I think, are these the ones that are available? They are on the show individually, these as well. If you did want to get them individually, you can. Have they got 15% saving on their own, or am I making that up? I'm making that one up. So they are available individually, but they're at full price if you want to get the individual. So absolutely, for that price, it's worth grabbing all of them. Sometimes I do make things up, Debbie.
I know you do, Joe. I know one fact.
There is something on the show that is individually available at 15% off, but we'll find out what that is. We'll get there eventually.
Now, the lovely thing about this die set is it's got some elements that have got like an embossed detail. So what I'm just going to do is, I can't find the large one, so I'm just going to use the junior one. I'm just going to remove my magnetic shim, because what we're going to do is just finish this off by using the embossing mat. So your purple rubber embossing mat is for embossing your die sets, and these particular dies, especially those frames, not so much the die but the frame, the outside frame, has got that beautiful embossed detail that if you if you take the time to go through again with your machines, it's well worth it because it gives you a real striking embossed detail. So it's well worth doing that, Joe. Now, I'm just going to move my plates for a second because what I'm now going to do is, I'm going to keep the dies where they are, but I'm going to take off the tape. So I'm just going to remove all the tape because what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink through my die plate while it's in situ. So let me just take off, I'll bring it that way so I can pull it off without tearing cardstock, like so. Bottom piece, yeah, let's get that bottom. Lovely thing about tape, our tape's fabulous, and it really is fabulous, but the power of the Gemini makes it like super glued down there.
It does, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. But it's transparent, so sometimes you can't see it. You think you've got rid of it all, but you find a piece and you think, oh, it's there after all that. But it's worth doing this, and it's worth keeping the die into place, and it's worth doing the inking. Of course, you could go in and you could take your pens and colour over the top if you wanted to. However, I've got a couple of colours, so I've gone with a pale fig and a spring meadow, and I'm just going to take these and go into that centre. Oh, do you know what would look nice through there?
Oh, what?
Opaque pigment inks. Put the opaque pigment inks and then put some clear embossing powder
Delicious.
over the top.
Don't forget those pigment inks are available on the show today.
Yeah, forgot about that. Great deal. It's not very often we have deals on our ink pads, is it? But that's a real good one. A real good one. So can you see these areas here? These are the bits that you will ink through. All those dotty bits, don't ink through those. It's not worth it because at the end of the day, they're the bits that will be coming out. That's your design. It's just these more open bits that you can see. So just give that a little tinkle, or I call it a little tickle over the top with your inks. And again, let's go in. Now, just be careful because I've got a bigger frame here. If you're going over, maybe put some tape down or some masking tape just to mask off so you don't transfer any of the ink over onto your cardstock, onto your frame. But that's why I'm using my finger dauber. I can get a more precise finish with that. So again, I'm just going to pop that all the way around. And there's even little elements round the butterflies themselves as well. So I'm just going to go and ink a little bit through those. I think I've got most of it. So let's just, in fact, I'll keep those out. I'm going to ink up the wings there as well. So then we're going to take that off. So remove your cardstock from there. And then I'll just put that back onto there for a second. And then just, in fact, where's my die cleaning brush, Joe? Let me see if I can get rid of all my extra bits. But look at the detail on there. That die cut element is absolutely fabulous. I don't think I've ever seen these dies, that price, ever.
Do you know that dragonfly signifies new beginnings, Debbie?
Charlotte, you need to cut his mic when he says it. Cut his mic. What is it? Do you know what? It's one fact that I'll never forget about the dragonflies now. How many times have we heard that line? I wish we could. I think I'd be a rich woman. If we paid £1 to me every time you said it, I think I'd be rather rich right now, Joe. Look at the smirk on face. He's a little devil, ain't he, Charlotte? He's a little devil. Right, there we go. I think I've got all my little pieces out.
Dragonflies can be a symbol of self that comes with maturity. They can symbolise going past self-created illusions that limit our growth and ability to change. The dragonfly has been a symbol of happiness, new beginnings and change for many centuries. The dragonfly means hope, change and love.
Oh, you went for the full-on facts there, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Now, I've just popped a bit of scrap paper underneath the liftable wings because I wanted just to ink to make them pop a little bit more on that white cardstock. So again, just pop a little bit of scrap of paper underneath and then tickle round the edges, or colour them all in if you want, but I'm just wanting to tickle round the outside of those wings. And again, I'm going to just pick that up, pop that, and again, just ink around there. And it makes that pop, literally.
Christine Mahoney says, no, I know, I will get there. I want to visit all of you.
Oh, bless her.
She says, we stopped doing so many amazing products, you'll be able to save up more quickly.
Oh dear, bless her. Right, so that has now lifted those wings that little bit more and looks just absolutely incredible. When you look at the detail in that die, that beautiful daisy design, those lovely wings that lift off. You could, of course, run that die, that centrepiece, you could, of course, run that through in different colours. And then put some more wings on the top. You could cut them out and just pop them over to give them more liftable factor. Now, what I've done with the inside is I've used the frame only. So I've run that through again, and I'll show you mine because that's that die cut there. But run that through on your card base, and you've got, that's my front. And then on the inside, it creates a really nice decorative feature on the inside. And I've just done exactly the same, but I've got all this space now.
So cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing about these. So what I'm going to do at the back of this is I'm going to put some acetate around the back, because again, I want to give it a little bit of rigidity around there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure when I put my dotty tape pen, I'm not going over my wings, because I want my wings still to lift.
Because as Little Mix say, those wings were made to fly, Debbie.
Oh, I love that song.
I thought that was really funny, Charlotte. Got nothing from you there.
She's very quiet today, isn't she? I chuckled. We never heard with it.
Apparently she claims to have laughed, but I don't hear her. I didn't hear her. Oh, when she laughs, what she means by that is she breathed out. But
I thought it was funny. I noticed Jamie didn't laugh. I don't think Jamie. Maybe Jamie didn't get it. Perhaps he's not a Little Mix fan. It's a fantastic song. I didn't think he knew the song.
He doesn't know the song.
I actually don't think Jamie would really be a Little Mix fan.
Now
I have him down as a heavy rocker.
Debbie. She said it came out. Now she's calling me out. She said it came out years ago.
What's that?
She said it comes out years ago.
Years ago?
Saying I'm old now.
Oh, it's only about 10, 11 years ago, Charlotte.
Came out when Charlotte was 18. So what? About 3 years ago?
Oh my God, yes. But it's about 10 years ago, because they were non-stop for about 10 years, weren't they?
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, on the back of that, Joe, I mean, it does look beautiful on the back. However, I'm covering it up because I thought, oh, I'll go with a bit of Dancing Dragonfly cardstock. And again, I might just, let me have a little look, see which way it looks like. Yeah, I'll keep that there, because that could be for where you put your sentiment or whatever it is that you want to put. So I'm just going to use my dotty tape. It's run out, and it's me own this time, Joe. Please tell me we've got one in it. Oh, thank goodness for that. That was my last of my dotty tape pens. I've got none at home.
Oh no, you got none at home?
What am I going to do?
Why don't you steal one off the counter? No one knows.
Actually, I think I might have got some in... I might have got some in one of my cupboards.
Right.
You steal. I'm not going to steal it, Joe. What you like? I'd ask John first. Bless him. But yeah.
Via email when you're halfway back up the motorway. Oh, that's happening. I've already taken 3 boxes.
Have we got some in here then?
No, I don't know. I mean, they're like hen's teeth at the moment.
I was going to say they literally quite are, aren't they? They are really rare to find at the moment. But I think I've got a little drawer at home that there might be 1 or 2 in there. But there you go. So that's just giving it a bit more rigidity. And then, of course, I could pop a little sentiment, a verse or something on the inside. On the inside of that, though, Joe, I am going to be using my little with love to have on the inside of my card. I sometimes think we forget.
Just thinking about it, if you wanted to...
Yeah.
I'm having an idea here, but it could be a terrible idea.
Go on.
I mean, you could cut a little bit of pattern paper to go on the inside of that frame, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
By tracing around the aperture in the die.
Exactly.
And then fussy cutting that would give you a bit of a centre panel if you wanted it.
That is a fabulous idea, Joe.
Well, thanks, Debbie.
Absolutely fabulous idea, and exactly what you can do. And then all I'm going to do now with this, Joe, is might just add a couple of little gems just in there, yeah, I think I'll go with a little pale. We'll have them in centre bodies. So let's pop that on there. And I might just have one in one corner. Let's go down. There we go. And I'll have just a couple coming on the upside as well. But again, just a lovely die set that I think... I mean, especially when you look at that price, dearie me, that is just an amazing price for a set like this that offers you so much in terms of creating, and you've got that lovely liftable part, and then of course you can start to really mix and match and play around and maybe, you know, I mean, that looks really lovely. I think that looks really effective, really quite effective. And then place for your sentiment or your verse on the back. But absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous cards. Gorgeous cards. Gorgeous dies. Look at me blowing my own trumpet. Gorgeous dies that can create gorgeous cards. A bit like the gorgeous Joe.
Look at my amazing demo. That's funny. Let me take you back through these amazing dies that we've got for you. So again, 3 clear, defined ways of using them, which means they're super versatile and they're not going to break the bank either. You're looking at, what, £9 each for these if you get them all together. They're available individually, but you'll pay full price for them if you get them individually. Now, daisies and dragonflies. Someone did just say, Linda said, Joe, you say it every time you talk about dragonflies. It is to wind Charlotte up more than anything, because I once mentioned it in a show, having not talked about it for weeks, and she said to me in my ear, you say that every time you talk about... No, I didn't know about it, but I do now, because you say it every time. So since then, it's been my mission, Debbie, to say it every time. Did you know that dragonflies significant? Daisies and dragonflies is the first one. That's the one that Debbie has just used. Then we've got the floral peacock there as well. This one is your butterfly garden. You'll also have the elegant fairy there, and also the balloon bouquet is that one there. I love the balloon bouquet. Right, we're going to move on. If you want to grab them, £45, $53. It's almost a half price deal. It's well over. It's better than half price, of course, if you pop your Club Inspired discount in there for most of you. The deal of the day, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to value, is this. I was pulling my bra strap up then. Yes, that's what was happening. Is this. It is your iris folding dies. Now these are brilliant. They make such fabulous projects for you. They should be $79.89 or £134 if you got them individually for today and today only. And I say that because I believe the stock's going to go through the course of today. $17.60 for platinum members, $29.60, which is brilliant value. You've got the butterfly, you've got gift wrapped, which is that one there with a present. You also have the up and away, which is the hot air balloon, or the Luftballon for our German viewers. That one there is your party time, and you'll also get glamour, and you get 6 pads included as well, which are all the perfect weight and colours for you to create all of those amazing projects. £22, $37. Now, if you've already got the dies and you want to go for the pads on their own, you can. A half price deal for you on just the pads on their own. $14.97, $29.85, under £12 or $24 if you are a platinum member. But Debbie's got some of the awesome things that have been created with these. They do make... I like these because they're a bit different. Debbie, they're quite unusual, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's a craft that's been around for many, I want to say many a moon, a craft that a lot of people started with, but then pushed to one side because of the faff involved. But what we've tried to do is take away that faff, because Leanne's always been a big lover of iris folding, which is why she wanted to make it simplified, bring it back into the craft world, because it is really effective. And I've noticed lots of other companies are starting to do the same thing now, so they've realised that iris folding is actually one beautiful traditional craft form, but we've made it simple in the terms of the dies that cut the apertures out, and the papers and the template. No more messing around with printing paper off, because you've got a template that then will create you a permanent template to be able to create these beautiful effects. And we've given these lovely twists with your balloons, with your lovely present there, with your butterfly. The up and away is one of my personal favourites because it really does show off that lovely iris folding, that shutter eye that you get, literally taking you into the centre part, the iris part of the eye, which for me draws your eye straight in there and looks just stunning. And that dress, I actually envision a beautiful dress like that. One day I'll get into a dress like that. And it just looks absolutely incredible. So they're a fabulous set of dies. We've made iris folding really simple, really easy to use, but I have never seen that price there. Amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Almost £58, $97 is what you save today on those. Snap them up. I think if you don't own them, you need to get them at that kind of price. They really are cool. Could be something you could do with the younger members of the family as well. If you've got children or grandchildren, cut the apertures out. Definitely something everyone can get involved with. We're going to move on now, though, and we're going to have a little look at these. It is our ribbon threading dies. Now, I like these as standalone dies without the ribbon. I mean, you absolutely can use them in both ways, but they have been designed for you to thread that ribbon through. Again, another great way of using up a lot of ribbon, because how many of us, Debbie, collect ribbon?
Yep.
And we've got reels and reels and reels and reels of stuff. It's like buying ribbon is a different hobby to using ribbon.
That's exactly
They're two completely separate things, aren't they?
Exactly
so maybe
right,
this
yeah.
is a way that you're going to start using some of it. And again, look at the saving here. £48 or $52 almost you save on this, which is a 65% saving. In here, 55% saving. You've got elaborate lace there. You're also going to have the diagonal lace. That one there is the bold florals. You've then got the pretty florals, the Baroque swirls. Debbie, you know what I say?
If it's not Baroque, don't break it.
Absolutely.
If it's not Baroque, don't break it. That's not right,
If it's not Baroque, don't fix it.
Our clothes, Joe, our clothes.
Close but no cigar. £30 or $38 today, then that's £24 or $30.40 as platinum members. A lot of love coming in for your last project, Debbie. Betty Weaver loved it. Lynn loved it too, as did Carletta. Teresa says, gorgeous. Mary Ryan said, would love to see some Christmas-themed iris folding. Well, actually, do you know what? You could take the presents, couldn't you? All the balloons.
You can take the
and
presents,
you could
the
take
balloons.
festive-themed papers.
You can, yeah. You could perhaps take the dress and festive theme it in colour terms of like golds, greens, reds, maybe some foiled paper you could use.
You could even
things
use, you could just use wrapping paper.
Yeah, you could.
And you could create the iris
Absolutely.
folding. You know, you get the foiled wrapping paper.
Yes.
Which is like it's a lot thinner, obviously, than a foil cardstock. You
perfect
could use
for
that
iris
foiled
folding.
paper.
Yeah,
It's brilliant
absolutely.
for the iris folders. Any questions you've got about anything in the show, you can get them into me, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion on YouTube. But we're going to head back to Debbie for another demo.
We are, but I'm going to show you a few samples first because I love these. I remember launching them. I love, again, they come from the Creator Card range because we're giving you a die that creates lots of different cards, but with that twist of the ribbon running through them. I love this one. It's so bright and beautiful and rainbow themed.
Love that ribbon.
Gorgeous. I absolutely love that Julie did. It's just a beautiful sample. But you can use them in multiple ways. So it doesn't necessarily have to be one way, one direction that you put this in. So you've got that running through the centre, but then you've got that crisscross design, which I absolutely adore. Maybe mix and match with other things that you've got in your collections. But you can use any of your ribbons to create these beautiful, beautiful cards. And again, doesn't necessarily have to be ribbon. And I've pulled this one out because I adore that. That's using twine. And very in keeping with around this time now, the lovely themes there. That could be a poppy in the centre. Absolutely beautiful and a lovely way of using it. So don't just think of ribbon, think of other things as well. So the dies themselves come to you like this, where you've got the two-part piece again. So that's why it's in the Creator Card. Please excuse my mucky die. I fetched these from home and I've been busy prepping, so you can see it's rather mucky looking. However, lots of different ways that you can use them. So if I move that to one side, this is the three different, this is just 3 ways. We're giving you 3 ways, but there's multiple ways that you can use it to create multiple threaded combinations, and it gives you a little indication there of how you can use it. Now, just run your die cut through. Again, I'm not going to die cut this through, but this is what it looks like when you use both together. If you only want to cut out into cardstock, so maybe into a box lid, maybe, or into cardstock, just use this die on its own because this is the bit that stays connected and then cuts out that lovely design. But using the two together creates that beautiful frame, which is what I've done with this one. And then just take your ribbons, Joe, get your ribbons. So I've got a lovely thin ribbon here, I've got a thick ribbon here. In fact, I might use me chunky one. Probably would have ironed that, but it's never mind. And again, to make it easier in threading, you could take your ribbon and you could pop a little bit of tape around the outside.
Great idea.
Yeah, I can't say that word. Singe, not shringe, singe my ends.
Excellent.
With a little match. Doesn't set the ribbon on light or anything like that. Don't think I'm a ribbon fire starter. I'm a ribbon fire starter, twisted fire starter.
Oh, Debbie, never change, never change.
dear. But yeah, so just give it a little twist to help you thread it through. Now I'm going to keep it fairly simple with this, and I've chosen a thicker ribbon though, because you do get a little different look with a thicker ribbon. Because you can twist it and you can twist your ribbon so you get a different look when it's coming through. So all you're going to do is thread it through. Now just decide, do you want it to go straight? Do you want to go crisscross? Do you want to take these and go crisscross from there? Lots and lots of different ways, but I'm keeping it fairly simple to start with, because again, you can make these as easy or as hard as you want, but it's just such a lovely, lovely effect. And you can see straight away that white and that blue on there just looks absolutely phenomenal. When you want to secure it down, also I would say is maybe get some red liner tape, perhaps, the very thin one that we do, or your tape. And I'm just going to, for speed, I'm going to just pop a little bit of tape onto there. And then I'm going to, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm going to keep my end nice and, yeah, I'll do that. Let's just pull that through right up to the very end. There we go. And then I'm going to just stick that piece down and then trim my ribbon off with my scissors. So let us go that side. So I'm not cutting into my design, that's the last thing I want to do. Let's just, there we go. And again, I'm just going to do the same on the other end as well. So I'm just going to take that down.
Lillian's just got a new CC delivery. She's had to haul it up the stairs. New paper pads and a mega bundle in there. Delightful.
Those paper pads.
Janet's wondering if there'll be any Thanksgiving themed items. I don't know about this year. I haven't seen anything coming through. Maybe next year, who knows? Mary Ryan says, great ideas, Debbie and Joe. Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome. I'm going to go in this bottom one, so let me just give that a little twist. In fact, I'm just going to pop a little bit more tape round. I didn't twist it thin enough for me to get through there, so let me just give this a little... Yeah, but yeah, I usually singe my ends. It's it's a good way of doing it, and it crisps it. I've heard people say that they use things like glue and other tapes as well. So you'll find something that works for you. So again, let's just thread through. And I absolutely adore these dies. I think there's so many different ways that you can use them, but I've always loved the ribbon threading dies that we've done in the past, but I absolutely love the idea that we've brought it into our creator card range. For me, absolutely amazing. Love them. Just pulled my end a bit too away there. Let me just thread that back through that end.
Remember what's happening for the rest of the day then here on Crafters TV. Don't forget we've got that masterclass coming up at 2 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast. The times have changed slightly, haven't they? So this week only, if you're on the East Coast, your show times are 7 a.m, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And if you're on the West Coast, your show times are 4 a.m, 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. Just because of daylight saving has changed here in the US, but hasn't changed yet. Has changed here in the UK, sorry, but hasn't yet changed over in the US. So we'll go back to normal next week. But yeah, a little bit later here, myself and Debbie back with that masterclass, 2 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. East Coast. And then we'll have beautiful beginnings for you later as well at 6 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. if you are over on the West Coast.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to my dinner as well, Joe. Don't know what you've got planned for your
I don't know
dinner.
about you. I'm Hank Marvin, I am.
I am a little bit, because I don't tend to eat very well in the morning, so it's just a couple of little me little
Hank
healthy
Marvin
bars.
is Cockney rhyming slang, isn't it, Debbie, for
Hank
starving?
Marvin,
Yeah.
starving. Is it Cockney slang?
Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting producer Jamie's are you an Essex boy, producer Jamie? Oh, from Essex, another Essex boy. You're not on your own, Joe.
I know. We're very different though. We're from different sides of the tracks. He's from Harlow, which is almost Hertfordshire, Debbie. I'm from South
Are you trying to diss him, saying he's not an Essex boy?
I'm from South East Essex, which is like proper Essex.
I don't really know where Essex is. Isn't it terrible?
Saffron Walden is also Essex, but people from Saffron Walden are not from Essex as far as I'm concerned. They're not.
Right, I've got my little base frame. Like I said, there's lots of ways as well. So you could take a thinner ribbon and you could go through and create a nice crisscross design through there as well. But I quite like it just with the one ribbon. What about using your multicoloured ribbons? What about using different ribbons? So I've used satin. What about satin and then an organza, or organza and then satin? Or it's, there's endless possibilities in the way that you can use these. I'm actually going to frame it. I've got some, well, of course, you can see some of my favourite paper, that Shades of Spring. I do apologise that we haven't got any left You must have loved it just as much as we did here at Crafters, because it is absolutely beautiful. So does that mean, Producer Jamie, that we've got some of the winter ones still in? Or is it all gone?
We're double checking. We are double checking.
Thank you. Because both equally as beautiful, they really are. So I'm just going to lay that up, because I'm going to just cover up my ribbon, and I'm just going to place that over to the top, like so. And then I'm going to mount that onto there, but I'm going to lift it with some foam pads. Let's see if I can find my foam pads. There they are. Let's use my foam pads. Oh, lovely. So we've still got the timeless shades of winter. Perfect, because that is a beautiful paper and combination of that solid card as well. And then again, let's go in and pop a few foam pads just onto the back. If I were at home, I'd probably put a couple more on there, but time's creeping up again, Joe.
It is indeed, isn't it? About 20 minutes left on this show, which is, yeah, and then of course we're back with you twice more for a day. Don't worry, you'll be sick of us by the end of the day. We're together tomorrow, Debbie, as well.
Yes, it's me again
All
tomorrow,
day.
so I'm over here for a couple of days, which is nice. 'Cause
Delightful.
We've got, I've got a craft along tomorrow.
We have.
Yeah,
We
so-
have got Wake Up Call, of course, in this slot tomorrow. Craft along with the layered edge gatefold device.
Yes, so I'm going to show you. So I wanted to change it up a little bit. So I'm going to show you how they're intended to be used. So we're just going to do a straightforward gatefold card. But I thought, because I did craft along pretty similar last year, I want to show you different ways that you can use them. So we're going to do a decorated card, but then we're also going to do some black and white concepts. So you've got like a little library of cards that you can then use and take in and decorate to your heart's content. So it's going to be a craft along. Got a lot to cover. It should be good fun. Hopefully we might. Have we got a guest tomorrow with the craft?
Have we got
along?
what, sorry?
A guest.
A
It's
guest
Thursday
tomorrow?
the 3rd tomorrow.
We do have a guest. Who is it?
Lovely.
Hold the line. Hold the line. Oh, hold the line, caller. It's Eileen.
Oh, lovely. I'm looking
Not Eileen
forward to-
Hernandez. No. Eileen.
What did?
Eileen Sack is with us tomorrow. What?
FAC.
Fack.
Eileen.
Eileen
You know,
Fack.
it's not a name that I'm familiar with, so I am really looking forward to Eileen. If you're watching, I'm really looking forward to you crafting along with us tomorrow. I think it's going to be amazing, and I hope you're going to enjoy it as well. But now I'll just talk about this because I have used. I'm so sorry, I didn't realise that the Shades of Spring had sold out. So when I was prepping me prep, I hadn't realised that. However, we do have that we've got the winter's solstice, the winter's tale,
Right.
and the frosty and bright.
Amazing.
Still, so you could use those. The craft along that I'm doing tomorrow, if you have got the Shades of Spring, I have actually done it in the Shades of Spring. However, not to worry, because you can use whatever, and I do genuinely mean that, whatever paper you want in that craft along. I'm just going to show you how you use those gatefold, because my inbox was went slightly mad when I launched them, and people were asking if I could show them how to measure and blah blah blah. So I thought, you know what, that's going to be a great craft along, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm just making myself a little easel card, so I'm popping my little base just onto there. Oh, do you know, I've done it wrong way around. Debbie, what are you like? Yeah, we'll do it that way. Because that's going to be my front panel. So I'm just going to use my straight edge, I say straight edge, the solid tape pen, and create my easel. The size of my easel actually measures at 5.5 by 7. Let me just pull that out there for a second and just measure that up. If we just take the time, I'll get that nice and flat. So I've created my easel part there and just made myself a little feature, and then I'm going to pop that onto the front as well. And I
Amazing.
think I'm just going to raise up my easel. I think I've got an easel mad moment today, because I think that might be my second easel I've done today. Let's pop that just across as act as a stopper.
Nice textures, pretty cards, says Coletta. Janice says blue is my favourite colour with the lace.
Yay!
Do we know where Eileen's from, Charlotte? She's from Yorkshire.
Oh, you know the Yorkshire girl.
Doesn't sound like a-
Eileen, I'm so looking forward to meeting you.
That'd be lovely.
Another Yorkshire girl. That's going to be fab.
A Yorkshire lass.
A good old Yorkshire lass, yeah, that's going to be lovely. Really looking forward to it. It's been a while since I've had a guest.
It
on
has been a
Craft
while,
Along.
isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be fabulous. Really looking forward to it. And we've got cartload as well tomorrow, haven't we?
We have got cartload, yeah? What a great day we've got tomorrow.
No, it's been a while since I've done a cartload as well, Joe, so it's going to be fab.
Yeah, it's going to be really good fun. Myself and Debbie all day tomorrow.
I'm having a bit of difficulty getting the backings of my foam pads. I don't know what's going off. Just bear with me.
I'll bear with
I don't
you,
know why
don't you
it
worry.
won't come off. It's like super glued down. What's on
Sandra
earth?
says my pads have just arrived. On the, talking about the card pad.
Yeah,
And
you
Stephanie
love
says,
'em.
so pretty, Debbie.
Thank you. It's just, you know what? Any paper would look pretty with these dies. But yeah, I'm just a slightly bit in love with them. Make sure I've got that the right way around. And I'm just going to pop that into the centre, like so. And then I've got myself a little ribbon to go in the top corner. Let's just push that way around, there we go. And then just a couple of little gems, just to even it up a little bit. And again, let's just go in, pop a couple of gems. I am a little bit of I don't know if you've noticed, but I love, you'll probably see that later in the Creator Card special, because the masterclass, because I love my gems. I am a little bit of a gem girl. I adore them, and I just think sometimes they can just add that little finishing touch to your project. And that's just I've just kept it really simple for that particular design, but very effective choosing. And this is how I always do things. When I'm choosing things, I choose my paper first and then match the colours. After. That's the way I do it when I'm doing a colouring project. I'll take my cardstock and match it that way rather than the other way around.
Awesome.
Sometimes it can be a bit difficult and a bit tricky, but there you go.
Michelle Parsons says, what size is the card base for this card?
So it's a 7 by 5.5. This one, so it's slightly
7 by 5.5.
I think let me just double check. 5.5 by 7. Yes. So
Amazing.
that's how I've done that one.
Delightful. Right, let me recap then exactly what you're going to get in here, because you've got another great saving. You're saving way more than you're spending on this one. This one here, the first one is your elaborate lace. We have got diagonal lace. Bold florals is this next one. We've also got the pretty florals. Then you've got the Baroque swirls and the charming lace as well. £30 or $38 saves you £48 or $51. And then, of course, Platinum is getting an extra £6 off of that. All of you getting some sort of Club Inspire saving. Remember as well with Club Inspire that make sure you're logged in when you're over on the website, because the price you see is the price you will pay. Lynn says, so beautiful, very pretty, says Christine Mahoney. Carol says, absolutely gorgeous card. Should we do card of the show, Debbie?
Yes, we can do. Let me just move my die out of the way, because I've got my die in the way there. Right, so we'll start with where we started, which was number 1 with our fabulous deal on the iris folding using the up and away. So that's number 1. Number 2, we did the Creator Card Colorable die set and stamp set, so that's number 2. Number 3, we did with our 3-in-1 Creator Card. So that's our 3-in-1 Creator Card, number 3. And then number 4, we've just finished off with the lovely ribbon threading at number 4. So I started with an easel and ended with an easel. I don't know how I'm feeling it. So we'll just recap those again for you. We've got 1, 2, sorry Charlotte, 1, 2, 3 or 4.
Excellent.
You decide.
You decide. The choice is yours. Make sure you make the right choice. In the words of RuPaul, don't mess it up. Right, let me share this with you. This one here is your Noble Heart. This is your shaped easel card die collection. You've got 16 dies in here. You've got 3 different ones for you. This one is the Noble Heart that we've got there. You will also get this one, which is your exquisite butterfly. Not any old butterfly, Debbie. No, 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 an exquisite butterfly. And this one, which is always super popular, it's the ornate cross, which is in there too. You've got £23 or almost $28 is your saving here on this. That is before you think about using your Club Inspired discount on top of there as well. Still lots of love coming in for that last card. Gillian says, my timeless winter, beginning of spring bundle has just arrived. Had to look at them. So glad I ordered an extra set of the Pearlized Effect. Really lifts these papers. It does. Lots you can do with these easels. Oh, you love an easel? Well, you've done two in the show.
I adore easels. I've got planned later on at the creator card. I think it's either a double or a triple. I can't remember which easel. I can't remember. I know it's a love heart that I've got planned. I stepped away from the butterfly, would surprise you to know, but I absolutely adore these dies. I have done from the very day we launched them because they create your easel cards so easily, so quick, but so decorative as well. And you've got all the elements to make an easel card there, and some, because it's from the creator card range, it means you can take elements out of there and create lots of different styles of cards, because it necessarily does not have to be always an easel. We can do other things with it as well. That's a reversed easel. That looks fabulous. The butterfly, I'm not going to lie, it's one of my favourites, and I adore that. I just adore that one. I love the colours. I think it's the colours on that. And using elements from there to create those added extra little textures. Again, another lovely one there. Just really simple, really striking. And just choose your colours to create whatever it is that you want to create. I'll show you a double one. This is a lovely double one that I put on here at the front. Look how lovely that is. Look how striking it is as well in those colours. Absolutely. So, it matches my dress.
A double one?
A double one?
Another one?
Ooh.
Not another one. It does match your dress.
Gorgeous one. And you could triple it and quadruple it, do as many as you want. Absolutely love them. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Really, really lovely, aren't they? Something else I want to share with you is these. I remember launching these. I absolutely adored them. It's your decorative gatefold die selection. There's different ways of putting these together. So you can either have two of this. You've got the main design on each one is different. So you can see the shape of the gatefold. But then you've got two different panels. So you can either have the same panel in both. You can have the same panel in both again, or you can mix and match. It's completely up to you. And you get these really nice little nesting dies here, which make great closures on the front of them if you want to use them like that as well. This one here is Floral Meadow. We've also got Floral Swirls. My favourite one is this one, the Deco Vine. It's got a real sort of Art Deco feel to it. Then you've got classic lace that. And you've also got Opulent Botanicals in here as well. 50% off, half price. Well, actually, it's better than half price, isn't it? £35 today saves you £40. They're half price in the US, £28 or $39.20 as a platinum member. These are super cool, Debbie, aren't they? Was it you that made a box with these, which was awesome?
It was, yes. I did that at Craft Along because I had this as the launch. I think it was me and you, Joe, when we did the launch. I remember doing them, and also I did the Craft Along project with it, and I made a big box. In fact, we had a lovely guest on that show with us. I do remember it because there's always certain ones you remember, and it's the ones that I get so passionate about. And Create a Card are my absolute passion. Sarah knows this, Leanne knows this. Create a Card and Edgeables are my favourite dies that we do here in our brands, and they're absolutely beautiful. So you can see you create that lovely gatefold effect, and just by using your two different designs you can create some real beautiful things. Now, because of course it's a Create a Card, it means you can use them in different ways, so not necessarily as the gatefold. What about changing them and using them as an edge? That's the two dies from that set. Looks absolutely beautiful. Again, going back to that traditional opening of the gatefold, love the Art Deco feel to that one. But there's so many ways you can use them. Absolutely, a ton of ways. Let me see if I can open that there. There we go. A ton of ways that you can use them. Maybe just use them like on a decorative flap there, like that. That looks absolutely amazing. But then on the inside part, using it to create a nice decorative feature on the other end. But then, of course, you can start to really play around with these. This could be any way. Do you know what that could actually be? A bag. A gift purse. That would look beautiful. This one was used down the side. That's another one from my launch when we launched these. So many different ways. I love this one because this one, being done by a lovely Maxine, used it as a panel on the front, but pop out.
Oh,
and
cute,
use them
like
to
that.
on the inside. Absolutely gorgeous. A lovely set of dies that I have so enjoyed working with and still work with to this day, and I had a lovely time creating my demo for later on.
Yeah,
so
they're-
yeah, you'll have to join us for that show too.
Really cool. Staplers up £35.49 if you want to go for those. I also want to... Oh, the winner of card of the show, Debbie, is number 2.
Number 2, let me get my order. 1. Oh, the Colorable.
Yeah,
There you go.
cute, like that.
Okay.
Really cute. Let me remind you then of that iris folding deal that we've got available for you on the show. So it gets you everything. It gets you 5 sets of the dies, which also then have, that are going to cut the aperture for you, and the stencil, or not the stencil, the guide I should say, which kind of is like a stencil that's going to allow you to show you where you need to pop those. You've got butterfly there. You also have gift wrapped. This one here is up, up and away. You've got party time. And then you've also got glamour in there as well. £22 or $37. That saves you £58 or $97.45. Now you get 6 pads included. However, with that saving, I would definitely maybe think about adding an extra set of the pads in there. I've only got 5 here. You do get 6 because they are half price for the pads on their own. So if you either own the dies already or you need an extra set, then I would definitely be popping those in the basket. Under £12 or $24 to get an extra set of those. Really cool, these, Debbie. And I like them because they're just a bit different, aren't they? Something unusual.
Yeah, and that's what I love. And like I said, I know I've said it a couple of times now, but a traditional craft form, iris folding with paper, but brought into that modern day twist with all the things that you need to create and make it easy, even down to the perfectly cut sizes of paper in that lovely paper pad, means you don't have to go around. Of course you can afterwards, but use those, get those used up, and then you can take it, and again, versatile wise, all the different things that you can iris fold with. So some lovely samples. I've chopped up some different samples from the library here, just showing you again that lovely iris fold, and each one has got its own colour theme. However, you can mix and match these. I love this one because this one has only got one element, which has got the iris folding, and then just some pattern paper that matches the rest. I thought that was really clever, that concept, and I just love that one. I've only just spied this sample, but I just think it's absolutely glorious. And again, that beautiful dress. Our lovely Julia made that one. Looks stunning, absolutely
Really
stunning.
cool, isn't it?
Really, really effective. And then, of course, you've got your beautiful, great big statement piece there. And Rachel's done a cracking job here because she really has drawn your eye in perfectly and then popped in that centre, that lovely piece that just finishes it off. Absolutely stunning. A gorgeous set of dies that I know when you get them home, and if you've not tried it, I mean, today at that price there, that's like a
Stonking great deal, isn't it?
It's just a great big, enormous, ginormous, brilliant price to get them, all of that collection, all of the papers, all of the dies, to create something really quite sensational.
Yeah, and I think if you don't own them, you need to get them at that price. It really is brilliant, brilliant value for money. Remember what's happening for the rest of the day. Then myself and Debbie are back in an hour's time with that Creative Card Masterclass for you. That's 2 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. if you are on the East Coast. And then after that, we'll both be back with Beautiful Beginnings here, 6 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. if you are over on the West Coast. Debbie, thank you. A pleasure as always. I'll see you back here in an hour.
Yes, I'm off to go and get my jacket potato.
Oh, me too.
Salad and ham. I'm being
Salad
still
and
being
ham.
good.
Look
still
at you.
Being good, yes.
I'm getting cheese and beans.
Oh.
That's a warning for later. Right, we'll see you back here in an hour. Take care.